Hey Moose, how you doing?
I'm doing good, but and you?
Good, very well, very well. So we're going to be spending a bit of time with you today. We've been doing a lot of workouts over the last few weeks of your prep, and we've got lots of footage for your channel, which has been great. I really want to take just a little bit more time today, just to kind of walk through that process, find out how it's been. You're coming back after 5 years, so that was a long time off. You're a bit older now. That's not mean, don't, hey. I know it's been different for you, so I just want to take the time to just find out a little bit more about what that process has been like. So just going back to the beginning, really, from 5 years ago. I want to start there, and sort of between then and starting again, why so long off? Let's just get that out there.
My last show, it was 2013 IFBB World Champion in Morocco. I competed in 2012 at the Emerald Cup. I went overall, and of course the goal was to try to compete at the national level or USA, but I didn't have the citizenship. I had just the visa one by Nike. And that's why I was back to Europe and especially to Morocco to compete at the World Champion to try to win my pro card. And during this prep, I started having a lot of joint pain. It was really a painful prep, but I didn't quit, and I had a lot of issue, of course, with the country and a lot of problems. But yeah, I didn't give up. I compete, and after that, I decided to take some time off, try to build my own family and focus for the business. But it was just with the time working out, it started really being a nightmare for me. For someone who really loved training, loved improving, and of course, all the American dream behind it was to come into United States to train at the best gyms and to have the knowledge, the diet, and everything I need to keep improving. And now I'm here, I have everything I was dreaming about, but I can't train as I want. And that was really painful.
Sure, yeah. Sure. And so fast forwarding those few years, starting again, I mean, I get to train with you, together, obviously you train me, but we get to train together every week on Saturdays, and I've seen sometimes the level of pain that you're in.
Yeah, because people did not know that. Of course, people see me at the gym, see me training, but that's not the most. That's not what I was doing. I'm a guy who was never happy, and I was never happy when I was in my primes. How can I be happy just with 30% of my capacity? But I love training. No matter what, nothing can stop me. But in my mind, how can I improve? How can I compete again if I know my workout is shitty? Of course, I have this disease or inflame my joint. The pain can be in my shoulder, from my shoulder move to my elbow, go to my wrist and go up and down. And after my upper body, it was my knees. My knees just start hurting and hurting. It was, there was no squat, no hack squat, no lunges, just putting my knee down. It was just a nightmare for me. I remember I did a guest posing for Battle for the Eagle, and 1 week before the show, it was no way I can put my knee down to hit any kind of pose. That was just crazy for me.
Yeah, and legs has been something that you've been open about struggling with a little bit, and that's when you found Gem. And you've been going over there on Fridays and doing some work.
Because I had surgery in my right knee maybe 6 or 7 months ago, I was thinking, okay, surgery is going to fix the problem, but the surgery just showed me I have really bad arthritis. Arthritis, it's no more cushion, it's no more cartilage in the joint, it's just bone against bone. It's just hard for me just to play with my daughters. It's really hard for me. And when I put the idea about getting back in shape, because at the beginning it was just, okay, I'm leaving in vacation in December in Brazil, and I want just to get back in shape. And as much as I get close, I start seeing my body change. Okay, I'm going to push it really hard and see if I can bring my best shape to compete. Mm-hmm. But of course I have one of the best gym here. I have a great legs equipment, but with my knee problems, I can't squat. I have a hack squat, power squat, I can't. And that's why I went to see my friend Jim, who owned the Lion Beam in Tiger. And I find like 4 or 5 different equipment, doesn't put too much stress on my knees. and every Friday he starts going there, and of course with his energy and drive, and just me and him at the gym, I try to put the pain in one side and focus only for training. It was not easy to do on a daily basis,
sure.
But I have some strong willpower.
Yeah, I think we can all attest to that. So this prep, so you gave yourself 16 weeks. You've got.
I start 19 weeks out.
19 weeks
yes.
out. Okay, and you're literally just a few days
yes,
away now.
We are Tuesday, and I'm jumping on stage Saturday the 3rd.
Yep, and we got some nice pictures that you and I took the other day.
Yeah.
We're going to include on this video as well.
Yeah.
But how are you feeling? Are you pleased with what you've achieved 5 years off? What do you think?
It's funny because normally before I was competing, every show I tried to bring something new, some improvements. This time it's different because this time I tried just to catch where I was stopped. I tried to catch my 2012 body, and that's really different. And of course, yeah, today I'm 44, I was 38, but the age didn't show up too much in my body because I work out always smart. I never really injured myself. Try to do everything I can in the smart way, but yeah, you know, I'm a guy who's never happy. But today I can be. I'm happy about the way I'm bringing on stage.
Good,
because I know all the issues, all the obstacles I had.
Yes.
And sometimes you need to learn to be happy.
And there's other changes as well. I mean, obviously from 2012 to here, you own your own gym now, so you're running your own business. You also have 2 beautiful girls. You've got the twins.
That's a lot of work.
You didn't have those before as well. So
no.
Yeah, it's not just age. I think your life's changed as well. How much has that impacted?
You know, of course, when I was competing before, I was by myself. And when you compete, you need to be selfish. When I go to the show, when I'm 16 weeks out, it's nothing can stop me. I'm so focused. Everything, it's out. This time, of course, having my business, having my family, you need to be aware about those things. You can't be just selfish and think of yourself. But I have a really great support. I have an amazing wife who supports me since day one. My kids, they're 3 years and a couple of months. They don't understand, but watching them touching my muscle and asking daddy to flex, and daddy, you're strong and you're big. It's fun. Yeah, no, the only part was just to do my own prep inside my gym. It was a little bit stressful because coming to the gym and dealing with the gym and his problems and this and that, it's a little bit hard for me because I like to, when I leave home, I am in my zone. I want just to come to the gym and hit it. And sometimes I get stopped at the front desk and, okay, sure, this is what happened this morning, this is what's going on. And it's just, I don't like to start my workout angry.
Right.
I'm like a lion in the cage.
And the gradually tapering off food as well as the problems and everything else that obviously creates that. How have your workouts been through the prep?
You know, some days they were great, some days they were shitty. But you know, I try really to stay positive, to stay focused, to be smart about my workout. If I can't do one exercise, I will switch to another one. I'm really sensitive to the training and what I need to do. This sport for me is an art. It's not just lifting weight and throwing the weight without any control and just try to impress others. Sure. I don't honestly give shit about that. I'm an artist. I'm an artist, and my goal is just to find a way to stimulate my body. I have no ego problem. If I tell people, if I can make 5 pounds look like 50 pounds, that's my main goal. Because again, when you jump on stage, we're judging your body. No one is going to ask you how much you weigh. No one is going to ask you how much
you can bench or how much you can squat.
Yes,
no one
it's
cares.
all about, remember, it's an illusion sport.
Yep.
Yeah. And you know, just when I'm inside the gym or during the show, I'm not an impressive guy. There's no one like his eyes stopped on me. But when I jump on stage, it's another story.
Right, yep, absolutely.
And I love that.
And that's a philosophy you teach in the gym, and that's something we've all learned. I mean, I use half the weight I used to try and lift, but I've got better results, and that's testament to your kind of methodology.
Imagine just, okay, now I have those problems with my joints. Imagine if I was not smart during my career and I was just training crazy without any control. I would be done a long time ago.
Right.
But I understand that because I was listening to my body, and I was really smart and grateful to have some amazing people in my life, some real artists. Serge Nebret, one is one of them. Guy Ignace, all the great French people, champion like Mohamed Benaziza, Thierry Pastel. I grew up with it's almost like I grew up in a Shaolin monk. Yeah.
Yep.
And I love from where I come. I was lucky to have those people. It's
Absolutely.
Like today we go to YouTube and learn from YouTube, and no.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, no.
Sorry.
I remember those times. So obviously a couple of days, you're working out today, tomorrow we're going to film that as well. You got your last posing, and then your last workout is tomorrow. Is that correct?
Tomorrow or maybe Thursday.
You might come in again on Thursday.
It's last week, everything is done now. Now we try just to keep the blood in the muscle, just following the diets. I'm really thankful to my friend Noel Fuller, who is helping me for the last couple of weeks, because when you work with yourself, I have great knowledge and I have great athletes and I know what I'm doing, but when it's yourself, it's really hard. You don't have any more, you're not objective with yourself. If you ask me daily how I feel, my answer will be, I look like crap. But I need someone else doing it. Okay, today looks good. Today it was not, and I trust with his eyes. And yeah, he's a friend of mine, and he wants the best for me. And if someone told you I know everything, I don't need to learn, he's a liar or he's missing something. Yeah. To be the best, you need to learn from the best and always learn no matter what. Yeah.
For sure. So you're taking off on Friday down to Arizona?
Friday morning, yes. And because I am leaving in vacation the 21st, that's why I choose a show close to my vacation.
Yep.
And I was really attracted about the name of the show.
I know.
My nickname is Megatron. It was given to me by Kim after winning the Emerald Cup. I was the only guy from Europe with 500 American people, and that's why I had this nickname of Moose Megatron. And find the show having my nickname. Oh, that's mine. That's for me. That's fine. I'm coming.
It seemed like fate. And so, what categories are you entered into?
Normally, during my career, I was always between heavyweight and super heavyweight.
Right.
Yeah. This time, I think I'm going to be. I'm normally when I win the Emerald Cup, I was at 227.
Right.
A couple of days now before the show, I'm 220.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. That's damn close.
But I didn't, because this year I didn't have any kind of off season. Remember, I did the Ramadan.
Yep.
Forget the month. I lost 20 pounds, and after Ramadan, I start my prep already.
Yeah.
I grow a little bit, and I lost again 25 pounds. That's why this show, it's not my real comeback. This one is just to see how I'm feeling, how I'm doing, how's my knees, how's my joint. I'm having the PRP treatment on my knees.
Yep.
Like in 2 weeks, I'm having a lot of hope. If it's working, trust me, my real comeback, it will be next year.
So that was...
I'm having a big off season, try to bring back my size, try to, again, to improve more without any holdback, and I would find something at my level.
That was going to be my last question as well. Have you given much thought to what the future looks like, or are you really just kind of zeroed in and we've got a competition, it's this week, let's get that done, and then let's think about the future after that? Have you given much thought to next year, 3 years, 5 years?
James, you know me now, you know how I think, you know my philosophy. I am a guy who loves this sport.
I know.
I'm a guy who really thankful to the bodybuilding lifestyle. Because of that, I'm having an amazing life. Right. And I don't forget from where I come. This sport gives me the dream, gives me the power, gives me the strength, gives me everything. And that's why I opened with my friend John Willie, Open Willpower. It's to give back, to show people what does it mean the real bodybuilding. Yep. I'm not happy about the fitness industry today. And when I compete to be the best. I'm not competing to have likes in my Instagram. I'm not competing to have applause. That's why I see no one know it I was going to compete, and I'm always covered.
Yeah.
Because I don't need that. It's for myself. It's to prove to myself today at 44, with all those issues, my brain is strong. When your brain is strong, your body has no choice, only to follow.
Yep.
Yeah. That's me. That's me. And of course, yeah, if the PRP treatment work, I'm not going to stop.
No.
Maybe 2 years, 3 years more of competing, enjoying that, and it's good to stop when you are on the top of the the mountain.
For sure.
Yeah,
you
know, hey, it's really hard for me being one of the best athlete amateur in the world. I was Mr. World overall and compete many times in Mr. Universe. I know what doesn't mean. I think I'm one of the only real athletes. I compete in so many different federations. I compete at the NABA, the first federation where Arnold Schwarzenegger he starts. Right. I compete at the IFBB World. I compete at the NPC. I compete at the WABA, Serge Nubret Federation. And I had a lot of experience. I compete around the world. Around the world. Yep. I start, I'm 44. I start when I was 15 years old.
Wow. Were you still bigger than me when you were 15? Probably.
No, no. Trust me, when I started I was 115 pounds.
Wow.
115 pounds, yes, 115.
That's hard to imagine.
Yes, and my biggest weight on stage was Mr. Universe 2011, 230 pounds. My biggest off-season, I was at 280 pounds. Yeah, and it's really hard, because you know, with the time I discover my body, my skeleton, I was not really built for that sport.
Right.
Yeah, because I remember when I was growing and growing, when I get close like to 70, it was just a nightmare for me to walk. My lower back was in pain. Between my legs was just bleeding.
Wow.
You know, but hey, I push it.
You kept pushing.
Yeah, I push it.
So these last couple of workouts, I'm going to spend some time with you today to watch you work out, and then we're going to do some posing tomorrow.
Yes, with the maestro Andre Scott.
What are you hoping to get from that couple of hour session?
You know, it's just because I don't have time to pose with myself and practice, and I didn't compete since 6 years now, and of course for the last 6 years I didn't do any practice, and that's why posing with Andre, I know I'm there with him with 1 hour. I have nowhere to go. We're going to pose, and for me, Andre Scott is the best poser there. Yeah, I like his style. He's really picky. He's really detailed, and that's what I like. And I hope, of course, always learning something. I was lucky enough in my life to work with some amazing poser as my master, of course, Serge Nubret, my father Guy Ignace, one of the best posers in the 70s in France. Chris Cormier, of course, everyone knows Chris Cormier, a little bit from Francis Benfato, and you can always learn, always learn from someone. Yeah, that's why we're going to see Andre and spend some time with him.
Absolutely. Great. Is there anything you're going to be particularly concentrating on?
I think we're going to work more about our mandatories, you know, the pose and the quarter to the right.
Yep.
Yeah, just to bring the habit and work more like the endurance of the pose, going faster, okay, quarter to the right, and front double biceps, lat spread, back double biceps, and all those poses.
James, thank you so much to you for your support. Thank you so much for our friend Roy, Hector, all the Willpower Gym members. They are like a family. Thank you to Jim, thank you to the World Follower, to Andre, to my wife, to my kids, and all my old friend and new friend from France, because you know, weekly I was working with my friend Eric Rallo for his YouTube channel, and it was just crazy good success. People love it because I was just on it. I was just myself, no bullshit. Just told people the truth and send the right message to the people. Gear up, do something in your life.
Absolutely. And we're all grateful for it, and everyone's behind you, buddy. So
thank you, brother.
We can't wait to see how you do.
You know what? People ask me, if you want to know, I already win. I already win. I don't care about the stage.
Yeah.
But I didn't give up for the whole process.
No, I know.
And I know a lot of people who will give up since day one.
Yeah.
That's why I'm proud of myself. I didn't give up. Now, honestly, first or last, I don't care.
No. As somebody that saw you week after week in here on a Saturday, the pain you were in, constantly trying to find new ways around things to keep working the muscle. I can't remember how many times we've had you lying on the floor over on the traps machine, doing chest with that, and then Hector and I having to share the load to lift you up off the floor.
We never record that.
I know, but we've had to lift you up off the floor because you couldn't bend your knee, set after set, and you
just sitting now talking with you, my knees, they are on fire.
Yeah. Stretch out. It's only me and you. Stretch, relax.
But you know, like I told people, what I'm doing, having this pain and getting back to the show, it's one thing, it's okay, but this is nothing compared to a real pain. which some people really suffer in their life.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
This is just.
It's perspective,
okay.
right?
Yes, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get some working out done, and good luck from all of us.
Bump it on the chest. Thank you.
Let's do it.
Thank you.
Moose, welcome back.
Thank you, James.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That was pretty awesome. I got to watch that live. Hector very kindly streamed it on Instagram Live, so we could watch it. Fantastic result. Probably you have some mixed emotions. Do you want to talk us through the day and how you got on?
It was not easy. I was really nervous. It feels almost like it was the first time for me, and I know it. I'm someone who stresses a lot, and I put a lot of stress on myself. Sometimes people don't understand what I mean about when I compete. For me, it's death or life. I took it really, really seriously. Of course, I know any kind of NPC show here is not my level. You know, when you are a world champion and universe and compete in international shows, NPC is not my level. But after 6 years of course, stopping completely and having all those issues and injuries, I need to try myself and see if I still got it or not. I know, of course, in my brain, I'm still the same as 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Nothing changed. I work a lot on myself the whole Friday nights, just to stay calm, stay positive, and everything is going to be fine. Have nothing to be worried about. Of course, my condition was better and better, almost like hour by hour, and I was really happy about that. How I controlled myself and not letting anything get me. That was what I did on Friday.
All right.
Yeah.
So obviously you won your category. That was.
Yeah, I won the heavyweight. It was 4 guys there. That pretty cool. Of course, I was happy about that, and of course, when I compete, I'm always looking for the overall. The overall for me is the show. And you know what happened at the overall, it's like I told you yesterday, let's just joke about. I didn't compete for the trophy. I have a lot of trophies in my house, and like I see before I came here from France, I had 2 giant boxes full of the trophies. I put it in the garbage. It's more, if I choose this show, it was more for the name, of course. Megatron, my nickname is Megatron. That's why. Okay, you know what? Let's have fun. Let's do it and win that show. I was confident for that. Now, getting beaten by someone who's far away from my level, and everyone give me the win, and you have the promoter who came to me. You can see it in the video, shaking my hand and telling me I was amazing, and if I come back the next weekend to compete of one of his last show, I will win. It's just ridiculous. Come on, guys. If I want today, give it to me today. Why you want me to come back next weekend? And why you came in front of me, shake my hand, and you forget the winner, and you put the trophy in front of me? That has no sense for me. And I didn't see. When I compete, I don't see who I am on stage. I'm just focused on myself, focused on the joy and the judge voice, doing my poses and fighting. And after the show, when I went to the restaurant and I was with my wife and my friend John, they give me the video and I start watching the video. I say, are you kidding me? How this guy can beat me? Beat me from what? Size, symmetry, proportion, posing? See, his pose was just awful. What? It's no comparison. It's no comparison. But hey, it is what it is, you know. We don't need to spend too much energy talking about that. Me, I won already, like I told many people 2 weeks before the show, because I did what I need to do. I was pretty happy about the shape I bring at my age, and especially with all injuries and the painful prep. But I did it. It was more a positive message behind all that, just to keep working hard, believe in yourself, put all your excuses in one side, and if you want to make something happen, you can always make it happen. If the brain it's really strong and your willpower is strong, nothing can stop you. And that's what I did, and that's what people, I hope they're taking more from this back, this comeback for me.
Yeah,
that was my main goal. Yeah,
I think you're very self-critical. I think you need to be good in this sport. But I think you felt like you did a good job, and I think you are the greatest judge of your own physique, because you are so self-critical. But you were pleased. Everyone around you was pleased. Andre, obviously, you know, he had nothing. Some of which we didn't get on camera, and I wish we had. But he had great things to say. Jem, like all of these people that really know this sport have all said the same thing about how fantastic. And so whatever the judges came up with, I think matters less. I mean, we could all see what you brought, but where does that leave you in terms of thinking about what's next? Do you still want to compete?
Absolutely,
you know, back now?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Nothing and no one can stop me. You know, it's not the first time I get robbed in the show. I get robbed in Mr. Universe. Come on, it's Mr. Universe. And there I went really crazy. I remember I took my trophy and I broke it. I showed people I was not happy because it was no way I deserved second place. I was Mr. Universe this year. And it's not, I get robbed at the Excalibur. The overall it was for me, and they give it to Brad Rowe. And it's just more logical because I was just a guy coming from France, competing at the NPC show, qualify for national, and I was back in France. And it's no way they can give it to me the overall, but at the same time, I can't compete for the national, not having any citizenship. And okay, I took it. And it's not going to stop me. What's bothered me, it's more, everyone work hard, everyone diets and sacrifice and this. But if someone deserves something, give it to him. Mm-hmm. It's simple. If you don't know how to judge, don't judge. Do something else. It's just ridiculous. Yeah. And I know some people can be really weak in their mind and can stop their career because of that, because of those people. Mm-hmm. Me, you know, I compete with myself. Honestly, I don't care about the judge opinion. It's my own body. It's my own art. It's my body the whole time. If I compete one time a year, I try to please the judge. But I need to be happy about my body the rest of the year. And every time I compete, okay, if I'm happy, I'm happy. Okay, now let's see. Mm-hmm. But it's more. It's me and my art. Next now, it's simple. I'm going to take care of my knees. I'm having the PRP injection on my knees the 28th of this month. I'm having a lot of hope for that. Have a lot of good positive think about that, and ask a lot of people who had it done, and apparently it's really good. I'm having that. I'm leaving in vacation the 21st December in Brazil. Have some fun with my family and my kids. Back in January, and I'm going to be stronger than ever. Yeah. Now getting my green card 2 weeks ago, finally after all these years, finally I can compete for the national level. And national level, this is my level. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's mean I need to bring back the old moose. Yes, the old moose. Yeah. And I know the old moose, when he's ready, he's ready. He can be super dangerous. Yeah. Yeah. Now I don't know. One side of me wants to go with classic physique. One side wants to stay with the bodybuilding. But I don't know yet. But for sure, it's not done. This is just the beginning. You know, I never quit. That's why I was fighting the last 5 or 6 years, try to find a solution for my health issue and how can I fix it. That's why I'm doing all that stuff. I did everything I can. I'm getting close. PRP. I know it's going to work. Keep it positive. Mm-hmm. And if we work, I will show people what can I do. I don't need to show no one. You know, I proved to myself already what I can do. My career, it's more behind me than in front of me now. But I love just the sport. I love the stage. I love the battle. I love the show, and I love to show people what doesn't mean a pretty body. Mm-hmm. It's not just a monster body. It's more what does it mean art. It's what we can create. Yeah, that's the next goal.
Well, we all loved watching you and watching this journey, especially for me, sort of watching you over the last year to 18 months, battling the pain and then yes. this whole prep and getting through it. It's been amazing, and we've got a lot of it recorded, which has been great to share with the world. So.
I think still a lot of people, they don't imagine what kind of pain I am. And you were with me all this prep and others people, but trust me, sometimes I'm really impressed about myself, how the mind can take all that pain. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. How it's just crazy. It's in the day. It's every day I'm in pain. Every day. every day. You wake up in the morning, everything hurts. Go to bed at night, everything hurts. Go to the gym, everything hurts. Train, everything hurts.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was strong enough to try to isolate this pain, put it in one side, and keep doing what I love to do. Of course, what I'm doing now for my knees, it's not smart because I'm just making worse and worse. But hey, how you can stop someone from what he loves? This is what I did for over 25 years.
Yeah.
I can just stop like that, and I know I can do something. A little bit stubborn, but it is what it is. Yeah.
It's what got you to where you are.
Yes.
But look, thank you for
Absolutely.
sharing the journey. I hope we can continue to do these videos.
Yes.
As you decide whatever it is next, whether it's classic or bodybuilding or
Bikini.
Hey, you'd probably win that as well.
Hey! When you get beaten by men's physique, this guy was men's physique in March. Maybe next time, bikini girl, she can beat me.
Well, whatever's next, I know we'll have fun on the way.
Yes.
And
Yes.
we look forward to seeing.
Yes, and
seeing
inspire
what's
people with the right work, the
Yes.
right journey. Yeah, with a role model again. Need to show people how it's done, not just staying on the couch and this and this and that. No, show people how it's done. Yeah, show people what does it mean: the drive, the focus, the hard work, the dedication, the belief, all that thing. Show it to the people, and that's what I try to do.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you, James. Thank you so much.
No, thank you. Congratulations
Thank
again.
you.
And we'll see you soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Thank you, Moose.
Bye-bye.